Welcome to Act 3 of my Inconceivable solo tutorial. Actually, Chapter 3. In this chapter, it only took me about 25 minutes to beat. This was one of the quicker and easier ones, for me at least. There was one combat encounter that I could see being very difficult, but I beat it pretty quickly. But there is one combat encounter where you do get surrounded pretty aggressively, so that's going to be the main highlight of the video. There's also some bullshit with a carrier that basically, you know, if you don't understand what you're supposed to do, you get killed instantly since you take such high damage on Inconceivable. So it's kind of just bullshitty initially, but it turns out all you really have to do is, I didn't have an automatic weapon, so for that part, I recommend having the hammer burst or something like that. And I believe you can pick it up on the ground. So I ended up doing that, and then it was easy. I just didn't know what the game wanted me to do. I tried putting up my shield, and that didn't work. So I'll explain that, but it'll be pretty self-explanatory. So basically, this entire chapter is just riding a door down some lava. It's a cool concept because you're constantly moving and you're taking attacks from different directions as the cover rotates. Similar to a boat sequence near the end of the game. So for a while, you really don't even have to waste ammo and participate, so you can save your ammo. You can just ignore the juvies in this area, I believe. I don't think they come down. As well as there's some drones that fire at you at some points that you don't have to deal with. See, I shot at that guy. I think you have to fight at this part. So I still have my sniper weapons, the torque bow and the M-bar. I always try to carry 2 sniper weapons and a bolt-tock. That's usually my loadout. So if I don't have access to the sniper rifle, then I might have an M-bar. But there's really only 3 sniper weapons in the game: the torque bow, M-bar, and the sniper rifle. So I pretty much always have 2 sniper weapons when possible. The bolt-tock works great for taking out the juvies in one hit no matter where you hit them, and it's fast. And the sniping weapons can take out the larger enemies very quickly. Even the very large enemies, you know, one torque headshot can take out the largest drone enemies, like the Scions, I think they're called, or Scions. So these guys have the helmet. You just don't want to let them get close to you since they have that shotgun. But you should be able to stay back here and snipe out most of these guys pretty easily. Sometimes it just depends if the enemies happen to be firing or focusing on you. You know, when you don't have your shield up, because you'll get hit and killed pretty fast. The pouncers will kill you pretty much instantly if the needles hit. So, you know, be careful when you pop up to take shots at them. Just wait till they fire and then try to pop off a shot real quick and then get back down in cover immediately. As you can see, I'm waiting for it to fire. And I ended up using my bolt-tock. And I just pop up after it fires and I just fire a shot into it. And it's very easy like that. This is the first part where you have to break the roots here, so just shoot it with the bolt-tock. I wouldn't waste your sniper weapons on that. So yeah, for this part, I believe this is the part, yeah, this is the part with the flock. So for this part, you can speed up this fight if you shoot those lava spewing things at the right time when the flock is underneath it. You'll do a lot of extra damage. So now this part, I don't know if you fight the flock at this moment. Maybe you have to fight it a little bit later. I don't remember exactly how it played out. Yeah, I think you fight it a little bit later on in the ride. Okay, yeah, here it is. So now you fight the flock. And see, if you can do it right when the flock is underneath that one in the beginning of the fight, that does a lot of initial damage. And then I think you can get it again when it moves off a little bit from that. I think I was able to get it again pretty quickly underneath one of them. So, I mean, that's the best way to do it. See, I was able to do some good damage with that. You can, of course, use your regular weapons, but, I mean, it takes a lot longer with regular weapons to take those things out. They're not hard, though. It's just that it just takes long, you know. You've probably fought a lot of these things before if you've played these games. I didn't notice this one dropping many of those leeches on the ground on this platform, so I didn't have much of a problem with that. I ended up using my torque bow to finish it off. So yeah, now we're about halfway through this stage already. And I believe this is the hardest sequence coming up. Which I managed this sequence by trying to get as many headshots as possible to thin the enemies out. Which is always, almost always a recommendation with these snipers' weapons is to try to headshot everything quickly. Because it really kills the enemies fast if you can do it. And a single torque bow headshot will take out the large scion enemy. So you see me popping off these snipers real fast with the M bar. You know, 2 quick headshots will take them out. And they can be, of course, a big problem if you don't take them out. They'll pretty much one-hit kill you on this mode. So use your bolt tack to take out some of these loose juvies moving around. Before the next wave shows up of the larger enemies. Watch out for the exploding juvies especially, but they are easy enough to pop off. So you get another checkpoint here. And again, I'm using this particular character, Mac, because of his shield ability, which I find to be the most useful character to use in the game. And you can pick what characters you want. So here I'm headshotting all these enemies real quickly. I got at least a triple right there to take all those guys out. And yeah, Mac is great because of his shield ability. So I'm popping off more headshots here, clearing these guys out. The M-bar is great for that. Torque bow is a little bit harder to get quick headshots with because it takes a while. It takes a bit longer to charge. Of course, the sniper rifle, you can do instant headshots because it doesn't have to charge up before you release it. But the M-bar is fast enough for me. I like the M-bar. So I got that guy, popped him off. See, so continuing with the headshots. Got that guy behind the bush with a headshot. So they didn't really have a chance to rush in. As long as you pop off those headshots aggressively, I didn't have much of an issue with those guys. Now I think there's a scion that appears here. And I think I used a torque bow to headshot him with a single bolt, because the torque bow will take off heads with a single shot. With the M-bar, you may have to do 2 headshots to take out the scion. But with the torque bow, a single headshot takes his head right off. So it is an easy way to deal with those guys. And you have some grenadiers coming down with the shotguns. At this point, I think all you really have to focus on is trying to take out the tree roots. I think I didn't realize that that's what I was supposed to do at this point. So I don't even know if I had to fight all these guys. I'll see in a moment as I watch the video. But I was clearing out a lot of these guys. I don't know if I had to clear out all these guys. The door may not be stuck on the root just yet. I'm not sure. I would have to see. See if it moves. Oh, yeah, see, I could have shot that root the whole time. So if you're watching the video, just keep that in mind. You can immediately start attacking the roots. You don't have to wait probably as long as I did. You can probably ignore these enemies and just take out the roots. You just have to pop off when you have a safe time to do so. I was pinned down for a while, and I didn't want to lose my checkpoint by dying, so I was waiting for my shield to possibly recharge before I finished off the route. Because, see, my shield runs out here, and I was getting low on ammo, so I had to use my M-bar pretty much. I only had a few shots at M-bar, so I ended up using that. Tried to blind fire it, but that didn't work. So here I'm just kind of patiently waiting for either my shield to recharge or mainly for my shield to recharge, but I ended up not waiting it out. I just took the shot. Because you die so fast on Inconceivable by popping up while bullets are coming through, you could easily die. But I just took a chance on it, and I was able to pop off that last route. But you can do that much faster, especially if you have your shield and you have some ammo left. You could, end that much, much quicker. So once you shoot those roots, you pretty much get the next checkpoint, and you're done with that section. Now here there's some bullshit with the carrier that killed me a lot of times, but all I recommend doing here is picking up an automatic weapon. So pick up the hammer burst on the ground here, or the enforcer, one of them. Hammer burst works well because it's a little bit better at range. So pick that up, deploy your shield, and try to shoot these fireballs that the carrier is sending out. Try to shoot as many of them as you can and dodge. If you don't shoot them, I noticed that if I didn't shoot them, I would get killed. So try to shoot as many as you can. And as long as you know to do that, it shouldn't be hard. But I died a lot because I didn't know exactly what it wanted me to do. And I had very slow sniper weapons. And I think I had no ammo left as well. So I couldn't really defend myself until I picked up one of the machine guns. I may have had one M-bar round left or something, and that was it. So once I picked up the hammer burst, it was easy. Just got to shoot those things. And that finishes this chapter.